Right, so today we're going to look at adding and subtracting fractions. Now, how you can try and remember this is when you go to school, the first thing you learn is adding and subtracting. Okay, so it's very rigid, not a lot of things can change, there's lots of rules. So adding and subtracting are the first things you learn. The thing you've got to remember about adding and subtracting is your denominators, which is your bottom number. So if that was 20, have to be the same in order for you to add or subtract them. Okay, so in order for you to add to your family, so your family was 20, you have to have the same family name. Okay, you can't add people to your family if you don't have the same family name. So you have to get married. In order to get married, you have to have the same family name. Okay, so that's what we're going to say. So if we get an example that looks like this, let's say it is 1 3/8 plus 5/6. Okay, first thing you have to do is this fraction here has to be brought down into become an improper. You can't do it with the 1. Okay, you can, but we don't want to do it. All right, so how do we do that? Well, we say 1 times 8 is 8 plus the 3 gives me 11. Okay, you need to know how to do that. Okay, so 1 times 8 is, so that is 11. You keep your same denominator. All right, so now we've got 11/8 plus 5/6. So we have to see what is a number that 8 goes into, that 6 also goes into. All right, so the best one that I think we should use here is 24, because 8 goes into 24 and 6 goes into 24. So let's move it up, move them up. Okay, so we've now married them. They've now got the same surnames. Okay, because we're adding and subtracting. Right, what did we do to that 8 to make it to 24? Because remember, whatever you do to the bottom, we've changed that 8 to 24. We've changed that 6 to 24. So whatever we did to him, we have to do to him. So what did we do to that 8? Well, we multiplied him by 3, didn't we? Okay, we times him by 3, which gave us 24. So we have to times him by 3. So 11 times 3 is 33. Okay. What did we do to that 6 to make it 24? We times it by 4. So if we go times by 4, times by 4, 5 times 4 is 20. So we're now looking at 33 over 24 plus 20 over 24. Let's just move them up a bit. Okay, so what we do is we add, and we only add that and that. We have to still keep our 24s, okay? We still keep the family name. So we can even put that in 24, 24. Right, so 33 plus 20, oh, what am I doing? 33 plus 20 is 55. We can get rid of that, I don't need that. Is 53, what am I talking about? 53. Okay, so our answer now is 53 over 24. Well, we can't leave our answer in an improper. We have to make it back to a fraction. So how many times does 24 go into 53? Well, it goes in 24 would be, and 48 would go in twice, so it'll be 2. And 53 take away 48, that's 13, 8 is 5. So it would go in 5 over 24. So we still keep our same denominator. Can we make that any smaller? No, we can't. So most important thing to remember when you're adding, keep the same, get a number that your denominators can both go into, and then they don't change. They stay the same. Now, if we do, let's go to a new slide. Can we go to a clean one, please? No, they won't let me. Okay, so we'll just go to, let's just clean all of this out of here. Now we're going to do subtraction. Okay, so if we have a subtraction, that would be 2 1/4 subtract 1 5/12. Okay, first thing we've got to do is change it into improper. Like I said, you don't have to, but it does help out. Okay, so just do it. So we go 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, 9 over 4 subtract, and 1 times 12 is 12 plus 5 is 17. So we go 17 over 12. Right, now we have to look at a number that both our denominators go into. Well, 4 goes into 12. So we can leave 12 as it is, and we can change 4 into 12. So we're going to go, make it 12, make that 12, and we know that's 17. That one stays the same. Okay, so what did we do to that 4 to change it to 12? We times it by 3. We times that by 3, so we times hit the top by 3. 9 times 3 is 27. So, let's move up. So, oh, let's move them out. No, them out the way. Them, them. Okay, so we've now got 27 over 12. Subtract 17 over 12. So remember what I said, you still keep your same denominator. Okay, the family name still has to stay there. But we go 27, take away 17. Well, that'll leave us with 10. Okay, so we write 10. But now we can simplify this, and we want to get the best possible result we can. So what goes into 10 that also goes into 12? Well, they're both even, so we could divide them by 2. Okay, so if we divide that by 2, we've got to divide that by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. And we can't do anything more with that. So our answer is 5 over 6. Okay, so both adding, subtracting, we've got to have the same denominators, we've got to keep the denominator, and at the end, we've got to bring it down as low as we can. That's basically it. So I want you to go ahead and give it a go.